My name is Matt Rich. I'm the senior pastor here at Unity Presbyterian Church, and I want to welcome you to this week's edition of Life Together. This coming Sunday is April the 2nd. It is Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday is the beginning of Holy Week for us as Christians, the week that we mark as the final week of Jesus' earthly life. It begins on Palm Sunday as Jesus arrives triumphantly in Jerusalem. It ends with Easter Sunday, celebrating Jesus' resurrection from the dead. But it's important for us to walk each and every step along the road in between. And I'll mention those services that are coming in just a moment. But this Sunday, Palm Sunday, we will gather for our regular services at 8:45 and 11 o'clock here in the sanctuary. Both services will begin with a palm procession parade. It will have an opportunity for us to wave palms, and I hope that if you are here with your children, that your children will be a part. We'll certainly follow the choir in, but the best part of that procession is always the children's participation with us. So kids, be prepared to come and wave a palm branch this Sunday morning as we begin our worship service together. It's the first Sunday of the month, so we will also be celebrating communion this week. So keep that in mind as well if you're going to be watching us from home, that you might have elements prepared and ready. If you can't be with us in person, you can always join us from home. You can join us on live stream versus on Facebook, on YouTube, and on the church website. So join us this Sunday, Palm Sunday, an opportunity for us to begin this Holy Week journey together. Looking ahead to next week, you will be able to join us again for Maundy Thursday service. That's on Thursday, April the 6th. That'll be at 6:30 p.m. as we celebrate communion, as we mark this final meal that Jesus shares with his disciples and the new commandment he gives them to love one another. We will then gather again on Friday, April the 7th. That'll be at noon. This is a joint service that Unity is hosting with all the Presbyterian churches here in Fort Mill. The first part of the service will be an interactive opportunity to encounter physically the last words of Christ. We'll have opportunity to move through the sanctuary, through the hallway, to see and experience those last words of Christ together. Then we'll gather here in the sanctuary again for an opportunity to reflect on the Passion story itself, to hear that explained and interpreted for us in a homily by Reverend Steve Austin from Dobie's Bridge Presbyterian Church. And then we'll have a chance to mark the end of our time together as we wait for the good news that comes on Easter morning. Easter Sunday, we'll gather at 7 o'clock outside on the lawn for a sunrise service. If the rains come or it's too cold, we'll move that service to the historic sanctuary. And then we'll be back here in the sanctuary for Easter Sunday worship at 8:45 and 11 o'clock. It's going to be a joyous day, so please be sure to make plans to join us for that as well. So again, Holy Week begins this week, April the 2nd. 2 services here in the sanctuary, our normal services, 8:45 and 11 o'clock. Additions include that Palm Procession and Communion this Sunday. And then we'll move into Holy Week ahead. Vacation Bible School registration has been open for about a month, and it closes this week on Friday on March the 30th. So be sure that you get that registration in this week. Once again, we also need all of the adults in the congregation to be a part of Vacation Bible School as well. Whether you can help with preparations ahead of time, whether you can help with actual being a part of the Bible school experience during that week in June, we need your help too. So be sure to find opportunities to sign up and be a part of that experience. We had a wonderful celebration on Commitment Sunday last week on March the 26th. It concluded our Stewardship Campaign. It's a part of Sunday mornings anyway, but the Stewardship Campaign is not over. If you have not yet returned your pledge card, if you've not yet returned your time and talent form, now is the time. Please be sure to do that as soon as possible. You can bring them on Sunday mornings, leave them in the offering plates. You can drop them by the church office anytime during the week. Or even better, you can make that pledge and fill out your time and talent form online. Use the new Realm system, become accustomed to it, and find that giving tab and click Make a Pledge. And that'll take care of taking part of your spiritual discipline of giving for the coming year as well. My friends, God is doing amazing and marvelous things. We are moving quickly into this most holy week for us as Christians. So come and join us this Sunday on Palm Sunday as we begin to welcome Jesus into Jerusalem. God bless you, and we'll look forward to seeing you then.